Oh, yeah, thank you, Quest. Oh, look at this. Thank you, sir. Cool.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you heard about who word of mouth, big birds out. He's in the house, he's turning up with snuffle up. They really getting that hustle up. They stick together like Velcro. There's Overgo, there's Elmo, and Cookie Monster. There, look, he like to take selfies with his cell phone. They got a homegirl named Abby. Her last name is Kajabi. I showed her my report card. She said, they got all types of cool kids there. It's lots of fun if you live there. But one thing I keep forgetting about Sesame Street. How do you get there?
Hello and welcome to our very first Husky Vision episode of the school year.
I'm Clarice Dallas.
And I'm Macy Rogan.
Who are our Husky Vision members for the school year?
Well, you just saw them in our Jimmy Fallon Sesame Street parody.
Also, any packs that want to challenge us to a lip sync battle, let us know.
We will then work out a date to film your pack and we will feature it on Husky Vision.
Now, let's take a look at our Husky Vision crew in division. As you know, there's been multiple hurricanes in the area recently.
Let's check in with Charlie, Rachel, and Colton to hear more about these hurricanes.
Hello, I am Charlie Fuller, and I am interviewing
Mrs. Tiller
about hurricanes. So we just heard about a hurricane that made landfall yesterday in Florida. So can you define what a hurricane is?
Yes, a hurricane is a circulating storm over warm ocean waters that has sustained winds of at least 74 miles an hour.
And an interesting fact is that the hurricane winds are not as powerful as tornadoes.
No, not in most cases. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, when does hurricane season start and stop?
Hurricane season starts June 1st, and it goes all the way until November the 30th. So really, this week we are in the peak season for hurricanes.
And we heard another hurricane forming behind Jose, which is Hurricane Lee, I believe.
Yeah, brand new one. They're out in line, and they're just waiting in succession.
And like if you go traveling or if you move to a coastal state like by the ocean and you hear about a hurricane, how can you prepare?
A lot of times with hurricanes, because we see the storms coming so far in advance, you'll get a hurricane watch. And people will begin to start thinking about, do we need to evacuate? Where could we go? You've seen them with the plywood boarding up their windows. Some houses have hurricane-proof shutters, so you want to protect the glass from any flying debris. Some people will put sandbags around their homes. You start stocking up for supplies, and if it's going to be bad and hit your area, you're looking at evacuating.
And last, how can we help people of Hurricane Irma?
There are a lot of organizations out there that are helping. I would go with organizations that are well known, things like the American Red Cross. There are commercials. People are starting to put advertisements out there so you know where to send donations. Anything that you can do to help these storm victims, it's going to take them a long time to recover.
And also there's Convoy of Hope.
Yes, yeah, Convoy of Hope, yes.
Thank you. This was my interview with Mrs. Tiller, and back to the studio.
There's been a lot of new teachers and staff here at MRMS.
Let's meet with them to hear more about it.
Who are you?
So my name is Brett Anwander.
What is your position here?
I am an assistant principal over alphabet K through Z, and then I'm also the athletic director.
What schools have you attended?
So I graduated from Blue Springs High School. I then went to the University of Missouri for college, and I didn't attend them, but I worked then at Blue Springs High School. I taught science there. I was an assistant principal at Brittany Hill Middle School, and now I'm here.
Do you have any hobbies outside of school?
My hobbies currently would be my 2-month-old little boy Benson at home. He keeps us running pretty ragged from time to time. But in my spare time, I do volunteer quite a bit for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. And I'm also on a volunteer board at the University of Missouri.
Interesting.
It is. And cut.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Rogan.
What is your position here at Moreland Ridge?
I am the attendance secretary at Moreland Ridge.
What are the schools that you've attended?
I went to high school in Kansas at Blue Valley North, and then I attended the University of Missouri in Columbia, Missouri.
What are your hobbies outside of school?
I like to swim, I like to bike, I like to run, I like to do triathlons, and I do marathons. I like to hang out with my family, my 3 kids and my husband, and I love to do puzzles.
Interesting.
Hello, Huskyville. My name is Darcy Dreher. I'm a teacher teaching social studies, both 6th and 7th grade.
What is your position here at MRMS?
My position is just social studies. I really enjoy teaching both grade levels. Even though my room's in 7th grade, I get to split between both.
What schools have you attended?
Have I attended? Wow. Well, I actually grew up in St. Louis, so I went to school there, graduated from University of Missouri and Columbia, go Tigers, and I taught the past 15 years at Brittany Hill, and now I'm here.
Do you have any hobbies outside of school?
Most of my hobbies outside of school would have to do with my own 3 children. I've got a son in 6th grade and then twin daughters in 3rd grade, so running them around a whole lot.
Interesting.
My name is Mrs. Epps. I am a paraprofessional, and it's my first year here, and I'm loving it so far.
Do you have any hobbies outside of school?
My hobbies would be garage sailing. I love to treasure hunt and find that great bargain, and I love to garden and read.
What are the schools you've attended?
Other schools I've been at? I've been at Delta Woods prior, and now I'm here at Moreland Ridge.
Interesting.
Hello, I'm Mr. Towle. I teach 7th grade ELA.
Do you have any hobbies outside of school?
I do. I really like traveling. I enjoy hiking, so I go to Colorado every summer. So I really enjoy the mountains.
What are the schools you've attended?
I went to William Yates Elementary, Delta Woods Middle School, Blue Springs High School, Truman State University, and Missouri State University in Springfield.
Interesting.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Whaling. That's Mrs. Epps. Take 2. Let's see. This is my first year here at Moreland Ridge. I have taught for 14 years prior to this. I'm coming to Moreland Ridge from the Hickman Mills Freshman Center, where I spent the last 4 years. What's next?
What are your hobbies outside of school?
My hobbies outside of school. Well, I am a father to 2 young boys, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, so I get to spend a lot of time outside with them. I love to camp. I love to disc golf. I love to regular golf. Still play basketball. I have a variety of hobbies.
What schools have you attended?
I attended for my bachelor's degree at Illinois State University. Oh, by the way, yes, I'm a special education teacher and an English teacher. And Baker University for my master's.
Interesting.
Hi, I'm Debbie Martin, and I teach 6th grade ELA.
What are your hobbies outside of school?
I like watching Missouri football. I like going to the beach on vacation and just spending time with my family outside.
What schools have you attended?
I have attended Blue Springs High School, and I attended the University of Missouri in Columbia.
Interesting.
Good morning, I'm Mrs. O'Connell, and I am your friendly ISD teacher, but you don't want to be hanging out with me. I am mother of 4 teenagers, 3 at home, and so I am very familiar with teenage boys especially. I have a high school diploma from Hickman High School in Columbia, and I also attended Lexington, Kentucky's Tate's Creek, so yay! I also went to University of Missouri, graduated with bachelor's degrees in journalism and German, also ich kann sehr gut Deutsch, and let's see, my hobbies, what are they? Probably hanging out with my family, and going to lots of cross-country meets at this point. That's pretty much it. Have a great day, and don't hang out with me.
Well, that's all for today. I hope you had a great time.
And we also hope you enjoyed our very first episode of Husky Vision for the school year.
See ya!